What's up, everybody? Barnaby here at LAF. All right, here it is. I've been working on this idea for a couple years now, and it's finally ready. The ultimate battery delete. It's got everything you could need in a battery delete, all in one. Let's dive into it. Okay, so right off the bat, you can see that it has a fuse block on the top. So it's got a fuse block on the positive side and a ground distribution on the negative side. This is all built in. This is how it comes. It does come with a cover that will attach right there. But it goes so much further. What we have are SAE terminals. These are how you keep your OEM wires and not cut them off, right? So if it's got that little clamp that clamps down on the battery post like this, it's going to clamp down on the battery post just like this. So you've got your negative, which is a little bit smaller diameter. You've got a positive, which is a little bit larger diameter. You're going to be able to utilize that as a fused run. You're going to be able to bring a lug to it from your alternator. You can see here that these are tapped all the way through. So you could either bring a fourth power run off your alternator, or you could, it's a common bus bar here. So you could bring 3 runs off your alternator, 2 runs off your alternator, whatever you want to do. And you could run accessories off of this also. It's another option to run more whatever you want, right? So the important thing here is if your battery is maybe in a different configuration and your positives over on this side and your negatives over here, you can rotate this, and all you got to do is move the SAE terminal to that end, move the SAE terminal from this end down to this end, and boom. The whole thing, it fits any configuration. You're going to be able to rotate it and do what you need all in one. You don't have to order a different style or anything specific. This is 9 by 6.25, I think. The dimensions are on the site, but this should fit most battery spots. So let's show you how. Okay, so we've got all the standoffs. These are what you're gonna have. They're gonna hold your lid on. So it doesn't matter. The lid's multi-directional too. So these are all gonna switch to these 4 posts. Right? You got your fuses and your runs. And you're going to use these included black nylon screws. So this is just going to rotate. And you're going to put the 4 screws in there to hold that down, and that's going to be good to go. This will be exposed. It'll always be exposed, so you can put a lug in from the top. We want to keep the height as low as possible. And if you got to switch it the other way, you just flip it around, you move everything around. Now this one's uncovered. So there's not going to be any logo on this. That's going to keep that so that you can move it. So there you go. This is the assembled all-in-one ultimate battery delete. You can order with LEDs. It's going to light up. You're going to see a little bit of light glowing through these panels up here. I'm probably actually going to cut out a panel here so you can get a little more light out of the top. But this was just the prototype that I built. This is how it comes. Priced on the site. It's priced to ship as is built. You can order it as a kit if you want. Save a couple bucks. Also, here's the 6 spot. So that's the 4 spot. The 6 spot's really big. I don't know how many cars are going to be able to fit this wide. It's 7.5 inches wide by 10 inches long. This is big. It's going to fit in some cars, but not every car. So It's an option. You can get it. You can get either one of these. Both of them come assembled, or you can opt out for the kit. And the kit is going to come as these pieces. This is going to come like this. This will come assembled. Even in the kit, this will come assembled just like this. You don't have to build that. What you're going to have to build is you're going to have to build that box. And we're going to do that real quick. This is super easy. So you're going to need a roll of masking tape. And I've got other videos of how to do this on the website, but what you're going to do is you're going to lay all your panels out. Okay, you're going to peel one side off of each panel. Once you've got a side peeled off of each panel, you just put them together. And this is what I like to do. So I'll take it, and from here, I'm going to flip it upside down. I'm going to take a piece of tape. Okay, I'm going to use my belly to kind of hold it in place. Now, I'm not going to wrap super tight. I want the gaps to seal up, but I also don't want to pinch this thing closed super hard, because if you do that, it's going to be a little bit of a pain to get the top on later. So you're just gonna snugly wrap some tape around there. Go ahead and pat the tape down. Now you can flip it back up. I'm gonna do one more around the top. Same thing, especially on this side. Don't wrap this side super tight. Just snug. Roll that around. It's gonna pull all the gaps closed. Okay. Now what you're gonna do, all right, all this paper's peeled on the inside. I'm just doing this for demonstration purposes. So you're gonna get this tube of glue, and you're gonna take your cardboard box that this came in, you're gonna open this up, and I want you to lay out a little bead of glue. Lay out 2 or 3 beads of glue, not long, just a little bit. I want you to see how fast the glue comes out of this tube. That way you're not gonna make a big goopy mess. But the first thing that you're gonna do, and you're gonna run this like caulking, you're gonna put this in the corner, and you're just gonna you might not even, if it's really super warm, you're not even gonna have to squeeze. But you might have to squeeze the tube just a little bit. You wanna run a bead of glue around, and you're just gonna rotate it. You're gonna run it around. I just picked up the tape. Okay, you're gonna run it around. Run a bead of glue all the way around, get all 4 sides, and then set that and let that tack up for about 5 or 10 minutes. After about 5 or 10 minutes, you're gonna flip it over on its side. And here, so what you're gonna do is you're gonna run a bead of glue all the way until you get to about a 1/2 inch from the top. Stop. Don't run any glue right there. Don't run glue there, because you gotta put this top on, and the top's gotta sit down in there. If you got glue right there, it's not gonna go down. So go about 1/2 inch from the top. Same thing here. You're gonna run it right in that, run a bead of caulking right there until you get about a 1/2 inch from the top. Stop. Wait about 5 or 10 minutes, flip it over, do the same thing. You're gonna do a bead of glue, stop 1/2 inch from the top, another bead of glue, stop 1/2 inch from the top. Now let that set for another about 10 minutes for everything to tack up, and then you can put it back up. You can take your top plate and you're gonna set it on top just like that. Now what you can do is you can flip this upside down. You can take all the tape off, because it's been sitting for about 15-20 minutes now, and you can run. You're gonna do the same thing. You're just gonna stick your hand in this hole, and you're gonna run the glue just like you did all the other sides around the top. Let that set for about 5 minutes so it tacks up, and then set it back up. And there you go. You got another, this is that six spot massive ultimate battery delete. Same thing, the posts are reversible. You can swap them to either side so that you can rotate it. All right, guys. Well, that was 10 minutes well spent. Thanks for purchasing the products, and we'll see you guys out in the lanes.